Alright, let me know if that works. Can you hear me now? Still. Somebody joins in, can you let me know if the mic is working? Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself. I don't. Do some more axes. All right. Whoever is watching, can you let me know if the mic started working or not, and whether you can hear game sounds? I would appreciate it. I'm going to assume you can hear me until I am told other. Schematics, awesome. Yay, you can hear me, good. Gotta love it when things don't work right off the bat. I have to use a different setup when I'm recording video, and every time I stream, it's always like a Russian roulette whether behavior. To answer your question from earlier, this is the latest experimental version of 7 Days to Die. So, not sure what new goodies we'll find. I've just started out doing the basic quests, so you haven't missed much. Kind of gathering some resources here. I'm gonna have to go gather some wood. As you can see, I'm making a bunch of axes. I try to do this pretty early on, mainly for the fact that it lets me up my skill while I'm doing the basic quests, so that I do a bit more damage, and building up my base doesn't take quite as long as 30 years, like something. You do get some of your resources back when you scrap them, so I always scrap them and then arrows, feathers. So let's smash some trees. A lot of them. It is kind of like Minecraft. It is an post-apocalyptic survival game where you have to build a base, and every 7 days, which is how the game is titled, there is a wave of zombies that is harder each time, that will basically swarm your base, and you have to try to outlive them. You will encounter zombies out in the main part of the game as well, but they're typically not bad to handle not during a blood moon. The blood moons, especially as you get into like day 21 and day 28, start getting pretty crazy. Um, for the first one, you can usually hole up in like a shack like that and be okay. But by the time you get to in your 20s, it gets pretty crazy. There's various types of zombies. You'll run into like old nurses that are, you know, in like basically a porn get up with a mini skirt and crop top. You'll find like the soccer mom and like a jock, and you find like a donut stuffed policeman. You'll find rabid bears and dogs and all sorts of interesting stuff. Yucca plants are going to be probably my primary source of food in the desert because there's not much to eat out here. Water also becomes an issue, so I will probably not stay in the desert once I get through the tutorial, but I'm going to have to do some exploring. See what else is here. It wants to show us how to build this, so it's going to put some wood near the house, even though I'll probably. Yeah, there's a lot of tongue-in-cheek references in this game to other stuff and other games, kind of pop culture stuff. So it is kind of interesting to see all the interesting stuff, and you'll explore like towns that have been abandoned and gas stations, stuff like that too. The game does. Yay, I got tires right off the get-go, and they're good ones too. That's why I was smashing the tires. The mini bikes you have to gather components for. Mini bikes make travel. So I don't have the schematic for the mini bike yet, so it's gonna take. It's gonna have our axe. Upgrade them. I wish you could turn off the tutorial bit once you've played the game before. Or it's kind of stupid. But it's, you know, having played the game before, it makes sense to me. But had it been the first time out, I would have really appreciated having it. Shouldn't come too much. Some things in this game are very intuitive, other things are not. Okay, the bedroll. That I can. The bedroll acts kind of like your spawn point when you die. Once you place it on the ground, you'll spawn back at your bedroll instead of at a random place on the map. So once you set up base, it's a good thing to have. There's nothing worse than like dying next to your base and spawning halfway across the planet. It's gonna have its places on the ground. You can go ahead and pick it back up. So I will do. But that was just it. So now it's gonna have me make a campfire if I remember right. Some more stuff. I love the fact that breaking up cinder blocks, stone, that's really used in real life. It would turn into crappy sand, not using rock, but that's okay. You cannot pick the campfires back up, which I find kind of annoying. The game does play very similar to like Minecraft in the fact that you put items on your toolbar to use them, place with a right click, interact with the key, that kind of stuff. Second, it's going to send us to find the new creator. So the bright red zone you see here on the map is the radiation zone. It's basically how they've in the game created an edge you can cross. Basically the edge of the map. See into it, but if you go into it, no amount of gear or otherwise will let you in. Probably along the road, so we'll I'm gonna grab a little bit of tallow. Start running. I feel like there should be some sort of like funny clown car cartoon music thing while you're running. Add some fast. Chicken, I want to kill you. Some meat would be awesome. And now I have meat, and so the zombies are gonna find them even more yummy than before. Okay, we got a gas station. Oh, that's a neat little stone archway. Zombie. Where's my craptastic bow? Of which there's one of the mothers. Knee bopper, collar. It's not really the mother. Mother wears jeans. And I'm out of arrows. Awesome. Because, you know, smart. Pick up on. If you get them when they're stunned, you do extra damage, which is helpful, especially when I have, you know, crappy weapons at this point. That guy wandering off over there, they're really slow. They never are much of a hassle. At night, these guys in the t-shirt and jeans are kind of a pain in the ass. So far, the worst ones to kill are the cops, because they vomit bile at you and will destroy the world around you. Vomit. It's extremely acidic. It takes about 2 hits to kill concrete bricks, so it's not real fun. Let my headshots actually work, please. Wow, I completely missed on that one. I prefer hunting with a crossbow, but I don't have the schematic for it. I often a bit. Okay, start to. Oh boy, that'll tab, right? That's it. The reason I'm bashing them up is you get bones, which you can use to make shivs and knives. You can also use them to make glue. It's in hand. Auto parts. Let's see what we got. Just smash it in. Yes, it does recycle the zombies. Everything in this game is usable. It used to be that there were certain things that weren't really useful. Used to find like moldy sandwiches on zombies and they were useless. Now you can use them to make medicine. So they've been implementing more interesting that'll be used to never find water. Tractable. Tokens are the in-game currency. Old world money is only good for the paper. Yes, it is a knockoff of Riley. About to break. Scrap. Yes, there are lots of little like teasers and fun throwbacks. A lot of the clothes that you find will have direct references to gear from things like World of Warcraft or so far back as like EverQuest. So it's a very tongue-in-cheek game. They got away with a lot of good stuff. Glass jars. If I ever find a source of water, woohoo! A wrench. That's awesome. Take the cars apart out front. The wrench. Bother taking the tire. All right, enjoy your lunch. Challenge. Gotta kill the master. I got you. Seriously needs storage. Okay. First, base. first, because clearly I'm going to break down a door with glass bottles. That's so practical. Hey, a workbench. Okay. Here we go. Let me turn this in because it's out. Ready. Okay, so. I'm way over here. Since I'm going to turn this into a base, I'm just... I really don't want to stay in the desert. I'm in the workbench. Start. Still a trader though. Mark this on the map. I gotta hear. All sorts of resources and cars. Wow, look at all the gasoline. That's a lot. There's some springs too. Lots of metal. Decent amount of gas in me. Stay over there. I'll worry about it. I just don't want to get snuck up on. It always gives me like a heart attack. Banging away on something and have a zombie walk up and smack you. Got some leather. That'll help for making a offward to the tree. If you're running through the desert, do try to make sure that you don't run over the cactuses, because they do hurt you. Skill. Progress. Very. You really were like in it. Slow down here. Right next to a zombie, no less. That's awesome. Run. Really don't want to take the time to fight right now. Cactus. Swimming. Reality is, if I were carrying what I'm really carrying in the backpack, there's swimming around in the horde. Alright. Oh. Not that you want to drink. Not yet. Canada. It does look like they have repaired the bug where you die after being in water. For a while, you would continue to drown on dry land. While funny was. Oh. It's, as you can, traitor. Another week. Full no money back guarantee. Haha. I'm here somewhere. Jeans are empty at the moment. Random house. Set up in a trailer this time. Stay. Asshole or a nice person?
Take your time.
Mellow. Right, I suppose. 750. Ouch. Very nice. Expensive. Sell worth. Ammo. Gas worth. Gas is worth. feasting and brew. I'm too broke for that. He didn't want any of my stuff.
Much obliged, stranger.
What a nice one. Weird. Works. Are you zombie? Sell. There's a mother crawling. That's creepy. Some ammo on her. Right with that. Sell the ammo.
What do you seek, friend?
Alright. Slow.
Gratitude and safe travels, friend.
Okay, so we've got, even though we're in the desert, we have water set up on ground, set up nearby. Explore. Set up cactus. Look, there's a house right up. I'll do nicely. Right by the trader, near some water. Come on, die already. That failed. Shot an arrow and it didn't shoot. This item needs to be repaired. Oh. So. Grab him up. Hello. Am I also out of arrows? I'm just not having luck. Bad time to pick a fight. Yes. I don't stream very often, so I don't know have too many people that know I'm here. So trying to do it more often. Try to make more of a habit of it. You're a different one. Crawlers. Just a very their hitbox is not part of it's in the ground, so you don't have as. And there's that. Paranoid about dying right now because I don't have a federal down. End up in the middle of nowhere. His sleep. Weird barking. This is gonna become base. Where's the door? Tree out of the front yard. Let's see. Foreign stuff around. Is that a serious stuff? Those are prime targets. Gotta take some more. I love how the chicken was stuck on the plant. Alright, you can die today. Serve it. Stop mid-fight. Not carrying it. Oh, wait. Awesome. Blueberries. Alright, let's go. I'd roll upstairs. There's a lot. Got a balcony. Neat. Shooting zombies during the blood moon. Easy. The land claim boxes are mainly for if you're playing on an open server or something like that. You need to make an area center of your base not editable by other people. So right now this is basically my server. It's playing on it. I don't know. Let's make some more arrows before I forget. Rock. Where do I I think it's interesting that they've added a reflection to the stove. It's new. There we go. Still need some more. We're in the mailbox. Logical. Really need to get a lot of material. Can't use. The garbage and the boxes and stuff I'm gonna leave because they'll continue to like respawn stuff in them every couple of days. So for now I'm gonna use them as a resource. Money, only good for paper. Started on this. I don't want to. What I'm gonna do is take a. Actually, stay on it. Ooh. Check you out. That does actually count as a bed. Oh. It's clean. Clean is a relative word. Apocalypse. Oh. Stuff. Lump of. Hey, I don't know. Later. Have to go kill some stuff or take apart more cars. Figure out where to find clay. Offload some more stuff. We'll take it. In theory? Oh no, it's clay. Sweet. I don't want to like actually vocal. It's like one. Got it. To get more leather. Thanks. Probably rather had feather. Killer? I don't think we had any like for sale. I'm fine. Animals will also give you leather, but I'm in the desert, so I'm not gonna have much in the way of animals. The reason you cannot use the merchant
stranger.
or a base
I've got
is
the best
at night it
deals in Navisgain.
kicks you out. So, what's it? So that puts me at
Thanks for
12.
shopping
Like,
here.
20 is
Come
what I need.
again.
Need to sell
All
stuff.
prices are fair here.
I'm gonna have to go find some more useful stuff.
It's been a real pleasure. You watch
Awesome.
yourself out there.
Art. Alright. Some more stuff. Ah! I had you a good surprise, thanks. I guess I can coming? Ed? home and remember that comment about not running over cactus? I should follow my own advice. It's going to soon be nighttime. Ready. Day one should not be too bad. Another wrench. Apparently likes giving me wrenches. Cotton. Oh, I probably scrapped some clothes. Alright, by me. Find some more stuff. Car. Surprise, I don't have the attack. Cars me. Wander too far from home. Slave. So there is a certain point where zombies become feral at night. More aggressive. They can run. Fantastic. Not search the trunk anymore. Wow, 33. Good one. Practice. Really finding anything awesome out here to sell. Resources for other stuff. Not. Probably the eggs would be, but I'm gonna hold on to those. Bunch of the yellow. I will sell the eggs.
Take your time.
shotgun shells worth. Huh? Oh, so cool. Buy any more gas. Okay. More. Come on. It's all mean for 500. You are so mean. On spam. How is 500 wood or 15, but 2 spam was 20? Okay. More items.
Y'all come back now.
Maybe I can. Got it. Shot. French. A bag. Ooh, and a cooking pot. Score. Oh, there's a bunch of. Too bad I can't take any of it apart. See if he'll.
Ah, I've been expecting you.
Good. Hey, I have enough to
Been
make a
a
hole.
real pleasure. You watch yourself out there.
Right time. Some of this food. Practice. The nail gun does upgrade. Interesting how some of the foundation's broken and some of it's. Heroes now. Rock over here, stone. I like how it now breaks into multiple pieces as you're doing it, instead of just staying a giant rock for the entire process. Natural. Thanks. Probably. Side and stuff. Rock. Ooh, we're getting some nitrates out of that too. Now I'm out of wood. Time to go smash. Not enough men. Airing my house. It's time to chop down the other tree in the front yard. I want to make a barren front yard, but it's floating. You know. Logical. I've leveled up. Back around. Oh, fine. Throw up the house. Is missing part. Yes, I do. So, time to go punch a tree. Promise. Okay. Yeah, and as it should be given, don't punch cactuses, because they beat you up more than you up. And I'm hungry. Rounded bite. Not the greatest food. I have to eat a bajillion. Make any progress. Good enough. Or gather up what it takes to run forward. Stick still grow. They've slowed down this process. Wood. Go figure. I need more wood. I don't need these tables. What's that to you? I don't know. Okay, I just gotta wait for the pillows to finish. Also gonna need a About 30 seconds. Forever. Fireplace. What on it? Have sandbox. Have that. More egg. I can stick this. Forge is done. Processing on. Probably. It's separate. Wow, that's pointless little bathroom. Okay, so. And help solve the wood problem. Concerned about taking that out and breaking them. It's officially zombie. Bathroom removed. At nighttime, it's not all that dark. Outside. Advantage in the desert. I don't need to upgrade these because they're on the balcony, but I did. Alright. Quiet. And I'm out. Don't have wood to. Alright. Daytime. I do wish you could get in your bedroll and make it faster, but I guess that kind of defeats the game of surviving apocalypse. Sleep through. almost there, sort of. Right where I... Only got one meat. Zombies are attracted to the heat of your forges. In the early versions of the game they were. So you have to be out where they can get to it. Snore. It's live streaming. Sleep. Instead of... Yeah, it should be an open mic. Let me know if it keeps doing it, okay? I just have it open so I don't have to think about a push to talk every time I ramble. Thank you for letting me know, though. Yeah, it's just an open mic. There is no on or off for it. Just on all the time. The broadcasting software does have a noise gate, which is why the background noise fades out. So... Okay, I'll see if it's me not, like, talking loud enough. See if that fixes the problem. Or if it's just being skitsy, which I can try to figure out after the stream why it's behaving that way. Because it should be open all the time. It's very possible. I usually have to crank it up pretty high so that things like the dog rolling over or something like that doesn't make people go deaf, because I used to have that problem. But it's kind of out of view at the moment. It's kind of hard to ignore. Hi, sleepy boy. Say hi. So he tends to make a lot of noise, so I keep the noise gate up pretty high. So if it's cutting me off, I'll have to adjust it. And he goes right back to sleep. I've been out here for a while and not really run into anything, so I'm brave enough to go all the way down by the water. Some lead or something. You do want to be careful when you're doing that, because I have accidentally double-clicked before and drank the bad water, which can give you dysentery. Not so fun diseases. Yeah, not good. That's why you have to boil your water. It's better than dying of dehydration. So in a pinch... Yes, you have died of dysentery. I saw that meme related to Jay's 2 Senses Terry Crews video, and I thought that was really funny. But yes, there are things you can do to, once you get dysentery, there's like a goldenrod flower that you can get and make a tea out of that will solve it, but it grows in the grasslands, which obviously I'm not in, so I'm more careful about it. But the dysentery, I forget what it does, but it does affect you. It gives you like a negative effect for 15 or 20 minutes. It lowers your health, makes you more susceptible to zombie infection, a couple other things. It's pretty nasty. Finding all sorts of birds' nests. Came out here looking for wood. You know, and not the zombie kind either. All gross and corpseified's not really my thing. All sorts of iron to forge. Forward to having some better materials, better axe and stuff like that. I would normally have spammed the creation of more axes at this point, because it ups your weapons and stuff too, but wood is such a commodity right now, I'm afraid to do it. I like things that stand up and get hard. That's not the good way to do it, though. Rather not have dead. I have not seen a single zombie tonight. Weird. Just means that my day 7's gonna be like stupid. Street sign. Oh, just a speed limit sign. I was gonna say, where am I close to? Nowhere awesome. Got the arrows. Now I just need a better bow. It really, when he read off the list of like, you know, here's what I do, here's what I, like my hobbies, I was just like, oh my god, you might as well be reading your own bio. So yes, we should get together and hang out at some point. Yeah, Adam's pretty cool. So far, everybody he's introduced us to are also really neat. So I trust his judgment, so to speak. So we will definitely have to get together and hang out. Now that the weather's getting nice, you'll have to come over and we'll have a cookout or something. Let the grill see some sunshine. Alright. They've added some more textures to the sky. It's neat. It used to just be black with the white polka dot stars. It didn't have like the Milky Way and stuff. Cool. Oh, that sucks. I like grilling. This is just proof of like how sad it was this last November when we hit the rainy season really early. I refused to stop grilling, so I would put the grill right on the edge of the garage and roll the garage door up. When the weather was still warm enough to not freeze your tick us off when you were grilling, and I would grill until it got cold enough to not grill anymore. I would love to do a cookout thing. We're supposed to have nice weather next week, so supposed to dry out this weekend and have some nice weather, so we will have to make arrangements. Split it. Don't remember. There's a way to split wood. There we go. Stack. Some coal too. That instead of wood. Wood for the grave. Can I make myself any useful yet? To take steal it. Play. Wait, my own door is locked? Is it because I never broke them? I'll have to figure that out. Alright. Oh yeah, I came up. I went for a reason. I don't know how much I need, so I'm just gonna grab a one. I will eventually, like, probably turn this into a garden, and I will dig it up and all the clay, but right now I don't want it. To the ground. And okay. If you put walls up around your garden, they will damage the walls, but they don't damage your crops. They'll just kind of walk through them. So put them kind of out where you don't worry about them coming up on you. It's not a big deal. Walk through it. If you want to be able to tend your garden at night, especially as the game advances, you definitely want to put some sort of walls or something up. There's nothing worse than like running down a row of corn, picking corn, and getting bashed by a dog or something. The zombie dogs run fast and they can claw and bite you. Almost always get infected. So they're pretty nasty. I always feel bad when I kill them though, because they put an actual like dog like whining noise on it, and being a pet person, this is like feel bad, but then I'm like, if it don't, it's gonna kill me, and it's a game, so. My eye's watering today. Allergies. Yes, there is armor crafting. Right now, I can show you. I am wearing just some cloth armor. If you get leather, you can make leather armor, stuff like that. Your best defense, though, is creating kind of an enclosed base. I will eventually have an underground base in this game. That's the best way to do it. I'll basically, like, the house will be kind of the center of it, but I will eventually, like, dig a trench along here or something, and basically create a pit so that the zombies fall into the pit. Basically create a moat without water in it, but spikes down at the bottom. It kills them. But I've got like some coffee, I'll plant some aloe. I will at some point go in search of the goldenrod and stuff like that, and there's potatoes and there's corn and stuff like that, so I will have to get some more food. Being in the desert, I am not gonna have much of a source, which is unfortunate. I can make some steel. I don't have an anvil. Oh. But yeah, that's the base layout that I have found works the best. Many times. Kanon and I play it quite a bit. We also have another friend that usually joins us. We each kind of have different roles, things that I tend to build the base. K9 does a lot of the like traps and like the digging of the moat, and he's the kind of security person, I guess. Got another person that really just enjoys the exploration and breaking tackles. But that building the moat, and you have to dig it pretty deep. It's usually like 20 or 30 blocks deep all the way around the base. Is enough to basically kill them on impact, so that they don't damage the bottom of your base. And you basically end up with a kind of an island in the middle of a moat. That island can be whatever you want it to be. this place I'll use the house as the center. And then you just put a drawbridge, or, you know, make it just narrow enough that you can jump. I like to put the drawbridge down because I don't like jumping. It's not so bad when you're playing directly on your computer, but if you're playing on a hosted server, the lag will kill you. You'll think you're at the edge, and you'll actually be, you know, past the edge and falling into the pit before you actually jump, that kind of thing. So the drawbridge is the way to go. Drawbridge takes a lot of materials to make. It's a lot of like steel and iron, a bunch of springs and a motor, and it takes like a day or something, like a long time to make. But it's well worth it. I'll be curious to see whether they have fixed the bug or hack, whatever you want to call it, where if you have a drawbridge, the zombies will always walk to the drawbridge. Like, they will walk completely around your trench to where your drawbridge is, and if your drawbridge is up, they will walk across. They think it's down, so they'll walk across it, and then there's nothing underneath them, so they fall. That was a really good way to kind of design the base when that hack worked, is you would basically build a little pit underneath the bottom of the moat, and be able to harvest all the goodies from the dead zombies. And it made it so that you only had to do a really small one, you know, like a 3 or 4 wide space instead of one entire around the entire ring. So I'll be interested to see whether that's still the case or whether they have fixed that. While it's a bug, it was a fun little exploit. Most of the time, there's really not lag issues, and the ones that you do have aren't really a big deal. But that was one particular instance where it would bite you in the butt. It's been a long night. I think it's 5 a.m. That's when daytime starts, but we haven't seen zombies. Worried about it. I know I should be, because if I don't see zombies now, it means zombies later. The zombies tend to move in waves, in groups. And if I'm not finding miscellaneous ones now, it means that there's a somewhere. And I'm sure that show up and make my life a living hell. 7. We've tried several variations of the base where, like, we've tried to do walls, basically build a castle or a citadel kind of thing. But as you get to, like, day, I don't remember whether it was 32 or something, but it was there in the 30s. You get zombies that can climb over the walls. They're basically spider zombies. And it does not matter how tall you make said walls, they can climb them. That was no fun. So the underground base is the best way to go. I've seen videos for people that have done underground gardens with like a set of iron grates across the top, and then the zombies come over the iron grates and you just shoot up at them. Basically makes the reverse of shooting fish in a barrel. You're in the barrel and the zombies stand on top of you. But I found that it got really laggy trying to do that. So I've stopped really kind of caring about the garden being underground and being safe. I will probably try to grow some trees though, because this is sucky. I've not seen any seeds though. Or anything. Poke a hole in the ground. It's only 3 a.m. Make that make sense. Let's see how our anvils. I would love to have an axe. Still can't craft it. After buying the steel brick. Oh. Let's go wait. Steel requires 30 points. It's construction tools 40. Gain skill by using items from. Okay, so I apparently need go work on the house. Skill. While yes, technically I could put points in the construction tools to level it up, it's a huge waste of points. Points are limited. I do have cheats enabled, but I don't want to. Okay, so apparently it's 4 a.m. not 5 a.m. time. Solid walls. And I'm out of wood. Apparently this door is locked, so I'm gonna have to. No, they don't. Okay. Where do I want to go? I know at some point I need to go back and get my stuff. So more of the radiation zone there. Let's go down the road and see what's this way. Okay, apparently I'm better at killing chicken with axe than I am. hot? As I ran over a cactus. My bird, come here. You're my only meat source. Okay, now that I'm all sorts of around. Motel 8. Yeah. I want this for a bait. Zombie. That's a whole lot of concrete. I don't know, it's awfully far from I don't know if that showed up on the live stream or not, but here's one of the nurses in the little mini skirt and crop top thing. Yes. Gotta find a good way to get your jollies. And come on, it is the apocalypse. Your options are gonna be pretty slim. Actually. Yeah, no. Does not sound like a good time. I think I'd rather be celibate at that point. I don't know if that's gonna show up on audio or not. Wow, that's a nice blood splatter. He's barking enough to wake their dog up. That's funny. Space. That's because I didn't dump stuff before. It's grumping at me. It's trying to pick stuff up and I can't. Wow, I have 2 full stacks of. Not gonna starve. Stick some flower potter. Remember, this is here. Lose all the stuff. I did. I don't know if I really want to go through the effort of moving to the motel. A lot of space. Do I have a swimming pool though? If it has a swimming pool, I have access to water. Not that I'm far from them. So this may be a good, quote-unquote, shopping spot for stuff. I wish you could repair the cars and drive a car instead of just build a motorbike, but I guess that doesn't really. Map. Deadman's Gulch Tour. Let's take it. Heard extra footsteps. Have to go during this. There's a bridge. Lots of zombies over there. Cars. Not till I have some better weaponry. I'm still a little squishy. I hear one. Shots. Better. Oh. Hell. For as long as the cars take to explore, I think they'd have more stuff in them. Not much in the way. Bash of rocks. It is one of my gripes of the game is that you cannot expand your inventory. are stuck having small inventories. No, I don't know. Arg. Yeah, you can build boxes and have tons of like storage at your base, but you are stuck carrying. Chickens killed themselves on the cactus. All right, I'll take free meat. Yeah, you can do a bunch of storage at your base. You can build boxes and stuff like that, but as far as going out and exploring like this, you're limited to the slots you've got. Which is not enough, in my opinion. I have left iron on the ground because I took care of rotting wood. Iron just. I don't want to get rid of the leather. And don't want to pick stuff up. I can't even pick up the wood. Oh my god. So I need more wood. If I were smart, I would just go out my back. That seems so far away. Now I'm complaining about being thirsty. Oh, now what am I short on? I'm gonna go beat up on that rock some more. Of course, I have one bottle left. Trees. Can I reach them, or are they on the other line? Damn it! No! Nope. some... Good. Or die? Not by much. Since it's hot. There's certain gear that you can make yourself that will make you cooler. There are beverages you can drink that will make you cooler. If you're in a snow area, you can make yourself like a leather coat, that kind of thing. You know, because what I need is more feathers. Oh, that's right. Giant, like, sun hat thing. Yes, I could be. I could be, like, the best Indian chief ever with the 300 feathers I've got. I don't really. Let's see. Home is that way. After. Are you nitrites? Oh my god. Definitely coming back. The nitrites are used to make gunpowder and explosives. At the rate that I'm collecting feathers, though, I could make an entire harpy outfit, not just a headdress. I don't know. I know you can set up TNT for blowing up rocks and stuff, so I would assume that you can set them up for zombies, but I don't know how the zombies would trigger them. Pressure trap? I don't know. That would be awesome, though. Line the whole base with, like, explosives and just watch them blow themselves up. Yes. Yes, you can. There's a lot you can do in Minecraft. one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft is to build. But I have learned to stop playing Minecraft with K9 and some of his friends because um, it will always, always at some point turn into a lava and TNT fight, and stuff always gets destroyed. Like, it'll start out as like a completely legit game with, you know, no cheats allowed, etc. And it will eventually turn into who can one up each other as far as. Yes, it is. It is very, very time addictive. That's the same reason why Kane and I stopped playing World of Warcraft and a lot of games like it, because it becomes all consuming. There's a certain point where you're like, okay, I should really adult and, you know, do things. And then the kid and you's like, but it's games and there's raids and there's stuff to do. So. We played the first probably month of the Worgen expansion and made it through the new stuff and kind of got bored and decided to stop playing. And when the new expansions came out, we just told ourselves no. We weren't allowed. And the reality is that sometimes I miss it, but most of the time I don't. But the reality is I have probably just played it with multiple games instead of a single all-consuming. I'm not sure it's really much better. Spend a much time. But now that I'm trying to at least live stream them or, you know, do tutorials and put them up on YouTube, I don't feel quite as guilty. I can convince myself that it's for some good reason. I could see that. Mists of Pandaria just looked kind of gimmicky. I mean, I liked the idea of being able to play the panda. I liked the animations that I saw that they were putting out for the panda, you know, as part of the, like, preemptive stuff. But I actually enjoyed having some of my time back. And we were part of, you know, raiding guilds. So we were raiding 2-3 times a week. And the days we weren't raiding, we were trying to help people that were supposed to be raiding with us get the gear they needed to get there. You know, we were spending 5 or 6 hours a day during the week playing, and weekends were all the time. We jokingly say that we have our AA coin for WoW. It's number of days and then X number. But, you know, we played Rift for several months. We did almost a year of Final Fantasy MMO. Build our time with. One of the things we really like to do is check out like the betas for games, alphas. So we were playing words. The dinosaur game, Ark Survival Evolved. We played that when it was very, very young. Alpha Um, so we were with a group of friends. We had probably 15 or 20 people that we were consistently playing with. So at that point, it became um, just as much as a social gathering as it was anything else. Um, but yes, it eventually did the same thing that a lot of the MMOs do for us, and just kind of got you get past the development content and it gets lame. It gets grindy. I don't mind grinding for the sake of progression. I don't like grinding for the sake of killing time. I don't know why I'm picking up the houseplants. I guess because I'm space not looking. These are all locked. I will at some point come bash them in. Stuff to bring. Really... I don't want to scrap the headlights. I want to be able to make trash can torches, lights, whatever you want to call them. Yes. And that was where I found that things like WoW, especially as it got older, had a nice balance of both. You know, if you were really into, you know, the RPG stuff, there were clans and servers specifically geared toward that, whereas if you were more of a solo player, you know, you could do the battlegrounds and that kind of stuff. There was a little bit for everybody. But it would fall into the same trap as a lot of them, that, you know, when a new content comes out, everybody, you know, you've reached your level cap, you've maxed out all your profession, etc. And it's just kind of a sit and wait and sit and wait and sit and wait till the new stuff comes out, and then, you know, for a month or 6 weeks or whatever, you're busy doing all of the new stuff, and then it's sit and wait again. And I guess I got kind of tired. So I play a lot of them. Like, technically 7 Days to Die is it's in beta at this point, would be considered beta. But it's been out now for a while, but it still doesn't have a lot of what they're talking about in a story. Supposed to, you know, not only is it about survival, but it's about finding out what happened. But none of that has been implemented yet. Discovering what happened to the town of Navazine. Supposedly there's some sort of medical thing that leads to it, but I mean, they've no backstory yet. You're just survival. But for still being a beta game, it's, you know, it's become a pretty potent game to play. It's one of the things that with Ark Survival evolved. When I first started playing it, it was very buggy in alpha, so it was to be expected. But there had so much potential, and it's been neat to, you know, go and play it for like a week and then wait till they do. Really? He yawned. But you know, to see as they've implemented the major changes and stuff, to see, you know, the game grow has been quite fun. Do you hear something? Are there peoples? What? Oh, that was a sad yawn. All right. Well, they have decided that it is time to get up and go outside and do all of those things. So I am going to pause here and take care of them and go find some lunch for myself. But it is Friday, so I will be up late tonight. I am sure K9 and I will do some gaming and some streaming at some point. So if you would like to come hang out with us, shoot me a message. I know you've got K9's info. You can find me on all social media and get there. Yeah, I've got a lime green fidget spinner on the printer right now that I've been kind of babysitting on my phone to make sure that it doesn't explode, because I had 2 this morning that failed. They turned to spaghetti. So I have a feeling that one of the nozzles is being funky. Hi, okay, I'm coming. But yeah, we'll have to hang out some more. Thanks for chilling and hanging out with me, so I'm not just blabbering to myself while I play video games. I really appreciate it. We will definitely have to make plans to get together and hang out soon.